All right, teaching and learning, teaching and learning. That's what we're doing. All right, not necessarily in that order, but we're always trying to teach. But a lot of times when you try to teach, you're going to learn something yourself, and that's what all the people that have done that have come before us, mom, dad, aunts, and uncles. Um, they were simply giving us the best direction that they had based on their knowledge. I mean, a lot of times they were coming from situations that weren't that great themselves. All right, so now from my own personal experience, I look back at times where I wish that I'd received better advice. All right, and then I think about it and I say, well, let's see, why wasn't I given this information about, say, college or about um, job selection, various things. And then as I go back and think about it, I said, well, hold on a second. The individual that's given me this advice came from a situation where they were working in a job that didn't require college. Okay, so they didn't have that experience or any knowledge of college and what was required to get into college. Okay, so now, and as I go back and dig even further, they came from a situation where their upbringing was in a farm situation. Okay, and prior to that, their parents' upbringing was even more dire than theirs. So each generation is doing a little bit better, and what we have to see is that the information that we're being given is being given out of love, out of respect for us, based on the experience of the individual that's given it. So when we're talking to our parents and those individuals that come before us, aunts, uncles, even some older brothers and sisters, we have to keep in mind that they are only doing the best that they can with the knowledge they have. All right. So now that we've said that, we must remember that we want to treat kindly. Okay, we want to treat them kindly. Um, we also want to treat ourselves kind, but sometimes treating kindly means that you're simply listening to the advice that's being given. Doesn't mean you're accepting it, but you've definitely got to listen to it. Okay, you've got to listen to the advice that's being given. Will you use it? Maybe, maybe not. But it is most respectful to listen to the advice that you're given. Because when you're listening, that shows respect, and you may end up using that information. Okay, you may find it useful at some point in your future. All right. Now, also keep in mind these individuals that are with us, that are constantly giving us this advice, they're not going to be there forever. All right, they're not going to be there forever. So let's make sure that we show them the proper respect, and at least, as I say, give them the respect of hearing what they're saying. Again, sometimes we're teaching, sometimes we're learning, sometimes we're doing both. And the teacher isn't necessarily the one that's teaching. Sometimes the teacher is the one that's learning.